Hey guys, it's me Tilly, and I'm already back with a new beginner guide for you guys. I know it's not been super long since my Lether beginner diary, however there's one minor thing that changed that I need to address in this video. And on top of the gearing change that new players will go through now, I will also just point out how good of a time it is to start playing the game right now for any of you who thought about playing it, or any of you who are currently taking a break, or whatever situation you are in. Yeah. But first let me talk about the new character for just very few seconds or a few moments, because Kale is very fun. They did an amazing job on him. He's easy to understand, his mechanics are not requiring any quantum physics diploma to understand, but he still is carrying a lot of in-depth knowledge that you need to master him. Like, easy to learn, hard to master, if you ever heard this expression, is definitely a thing that is true for him, where he kind of combines the simplicity of a bell with the knowledge requirement of like a Fiona almost. But yeah, I will be streaming him for an entire week. Today will be day 4, as I remember correctly. So it's gonna be half time. Definitely check out my Twitch. Link will be down below in the description. But now let's get started with the actual guide. Okay, I will talk about all of the reasons why it is good for you to start playing the game as a new player in just a moment. So definitely check out the timestamps if you can't wait for those. However, the new beginner's guide basically starts at the same place where your Lether starts, right? You start leveling, you keep doing main story. That's the only thing you need to care about, right? When you level up is this red button, story progression. Just spam the ever living hell out of this button until you played through all of these areas, all the way up until Downtown Burby. Once you complete Downtown Burby, you will get stones, enhancement jumping stones, that will allow your Dullahan gear to instantly be upgraded to plus 12. You will get the Dullahan gear early in the story once you get level 90. However, do not use it on plus 0, do not upgrade it yourself. Wait until you progress enough to get these stones. Keep using level 90 gear until you reach that part of the story. You will have all plus 13 armor and a plus 12 weapon. Minus 13, and I'll explain to you in just a second why that is. After you get the Dullahan gear, you will keep doing story, because your next goal is unlocking the Forgotten title, which you have to kill A's side in the story. Or you will see, it's a raid battle, he's like this alien space guy. You will notice him. However, once you kill him, you will get a quest. And you need to be level 100, by the way. There's a lot of people asking me, I killed him but I didn't get the quest. You need to kill him and you need to be level 100. You will get a quest that will let you get these accessories. I call them quest accessories. You will have to get an Eogate, an Abomination, a Dullahan, and an A's Side Essence. Right now, during one of the events as a new player, you will get 2 of those 4. So you get 2 of those 4 from the event, and then you just buy the remaining 2. If you watch this video in a somewhat distant time from now, where the event is not a thing anymore, you can still get all of the seals right here. If you don't get them from the event, if you have to farm them yourself, the secret tip to get many seals of bravery ASAP is the Abyssal Arena, which whenever you do it, it's like 7 or so seals, and you can do it 4 times a day. Anyway, after you got the accessories, this is where the new change to the game kicks in, and where my guide will be different from what it used to be. On the Lether series, I told you, upgrade the rings maybe once or twice, but then save up money to get the belt or the earrings on the level 100 version, right? This is outdated because right now, since last maintenance, since last patch, quest accessories have a 100% success rate until they are plus 18. That's why all of my accessories are plus 18 basically. I mean, one is plus 19, but again, I'll explain to you in a second. It will leave you at 124 counter force, which if we check the quick battle, is enough to do a Celerine already. It's not quite enough to do Marject, you are missing 1 counter force, and that's the reason for why I got it to plus 19, because I just wanted to do more raids myself already. However, right now, again, I'll explain for people that are currently playing using the events, and then I'll explain for people that are playing once the event is over. If you're playing right now on a new character, you will get these newbie care packages. It's a box in a box event where you have to be level or below level 70 to open the first. However, once you get level 100, part of the level 100 box is a maxed out Astera essence and an ore, which you should usually pick the keen ore, because in post upgrading it saves you the most money. And that's basically enough for you to cheaply craft an Astera weapon. Just go to the marketplace, buy the 3 remaining ores, and boom, there you go, your Astera weapon. This Astera weapon you can easily upgrade to plus 10. Until plus 8 you YOLO, for 9 and 10 you use the enhancement runes that you got by just leveling up. Once you are plus 11, there's one very important thing that you need to be aware of. Do you want to use a premium enhancement rune? Or do you not want to use the premium enhancement rune? I usually told you guys get a premium enhancement rune because it's cheaper than reforging. However, since yesterday it was actually the other way around, where reforging would have been cheaper than buying a rune, I want to tell you guys to not blindly follow either. Don't blindly follow buying one, don't blindly follow not buying one. Check for yourself. And here's the way you check. You go to the marketplace, you double click on etc. And then on the first, maybe sometimes on the second page, you will instantly find the airtight premium enhancement rune. Right now it is 10 million. Right? Let's check for the Astera weapon. The Astera weapon essence is 8.5 million. While this is cheaper than the 10 million of the premium enhancement rune, right now I would probably still go with the premium enhancement rune, because reforging not only takes this essence, but also some steals and a regular enhancement rune. The reason for why I yesterday went for YOLOing without rune instead of buying the rune was like 12 or 13 million, and I got a cheap reforge essence from the current raid event, this one right here. Only ever use these essences to reforge, never to craft, because it comes with low stats. Also, if you're right now buying weapons from the marketplace, make sure the people who are selling the weapons are not trying to scam you by using these low stat weapon essences. Okay, that's why I myself went ahead and YOLO'd 10 to 11, because even if I failed, it would be cheaper for me to reforge than buying the 12 million enhancement rune. Okay, that's basically your first step as somebody who already has his Astera weapon, right? I told you I'd tell you, if you're not using the event right now, how to proceed. It's basically just do raids, get money until you can buy yourself the weapon. The weapon will be your first money investment after getting the quest accessories to plus 18. The quest accessories to plus 18 will take you like 4 million, by the way, just in terms of raw gold. But leveling up to a point where you unlock these accessories, you will have like 11 million already. So that's not a big problem. You can do it right away once you get them, by the way. Okay, so now what? I just told you you're playing until you get the Astera weapon. I told you how to proceed getting the plus 11, right? From plus 11 onwards, it's again as it used to be. You will just keep enhancing. If you succeed, good for you. If you don't succeed, you can still reforge, right? Which right now is not a big grab for new players because of the steal event which is going on. You're getting 4 steals for free every single day. It doesn't sound like much, but it does add up, right? On 3 days it's already 12 steals, which is enough to reforge a plus 10 in case you failed. And with the raid event that's going on right now, you also get the weapon essence. So reforging the first few times is very, very cheap right now. once you get to the plus 12, as somebody who's currently playing during the level up event, part of the newbie care package event is also a plus 13 rune, where if you have a plus 12 Astero weapon, you can use the rune to guarantee the plus 13 update. However, it will leave your weapon restored, which means you can't instantly enhance it again. You will have to reforge, which, as I just said, is very cheap right now, so it's really worth it to go for the rune. And that's also a reason for why my Astera is plus 13 on 3rd day. Because I'm right now just abusing the events, right? That's how strong it is for all of you new players, right? Or maybe if you're taking a break right now and you know how good a plus 13 is, maybe this will get you back, right? Maybe knowing a plus 13 is possible on 3rd day is enough to get you playing again. There's one more thing that I need to mention when I'm talking about these weapons, is there's a new fail stack system, right? You're aware of when you fail an enhancement plus, or that's higher than plus 10, you will get a fail stack that makes it so next time you try the enhancement, you will have a higher chance, right? You may or may not be able to read the bottom line on this item, but it basically reads that I get a 6% stat boost due to my one failure. This is the new thing, basically. Imagine if an upgrade gives me 100 AD, but I fail, I still get 6 AD per failure. It stacks up to 10 times, or 60% of the potential upgrade that I can get. Which is like a neat thing they're giving us upon failure, so it's not super frustrating, right? It's still obviously better to succeed, but I'll be honest, I failed the 13 to 14 once, and I'm like, it could be worse. I still got some, right? That's another thing. I not only got the plus 13 on 3rd day, I had enough materials to reforge and try the 14. I could have gotten a plus 14 on 3rd day, which is... On top of all of this, there was another change made to the AD system, where all of the weapons that are plus 15 or lower got buffed in their AD scaling. To put it simple, it's made to kind of streamline the damage output more, to not have the gap between new players and advanced players as high, and also the gap between advanced players and those who are lucky enough to have a plus 16 weapon. Long story short, before the update, plus 15 had a 1.5k AD difference to plus 12. Right now, that is reduced to a 900 AD gap. So you basically got another 600 AD on top of what you had, compared to advanced players as a new player. That's very confusing, but in the end, it basically just helps you to get your 7% damage done in raids when you are a new player, which basically makes it so you are able to participate in these higher raids. As I said, on 2nd day, or 3rd day, sorry, I was able to depart for Serene already because of the accessory changes and because I just had a lot of power buying all of the AP items right here. But yeah. To wrap up the video, I once again really briefly want to mention all of the reasons why it's really good for you to start playing the game right now. A new character that is really fun if you haven't played him, if you don't know which character to play, give him a try. He's like really ginormous fun. If you're not going for Kale, however, I'd still recommend you to start over on a new character if your previous character isn't like super maxed, right? Because of this level up event, it's crazy good to get you started. The steal event, 4 steals per day until you have collected all 250 steals. That's how many you get from the event. And third thing, I usually don't point them out this much, but the raid event is really good for anybody who does not have a plus 15 weapon already. And even for people with plus 15 weapons, the VVIP, the runes, there's plenty of things for everybody in this event. So yeah, I hope this shows you right now is actually the best time playing the game. I know I said it 6 months ago during the Season 4 update, but right now is even a better time to start playing the game than it was before. That being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video, I hope you learned something. If you have questions about anything that I said, feel free to spam the comments or join the Discord. We are having a really beautiful community over there, willing to help out anybody who's in need of help. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I will be streaming every day for the Kale release week over on my Twitch. So also check out the link in the description, and I'll see you later.